Welcome back, boys and girls, to another Reddit reaction. I actually wasn't planning on doing this Reddit reaction today because obviously we just got the Season 2 trailer, and I was planning on doing a bit of content around the trailer and all the news that we got from the trailer, and then I sort of realised by the time I wake up and watch it, everyone's already done their content on it. So I actually thought, why not sort of combine the two videos into one and actually do a reaction to Reddit reacting to the trailer. So I'm going to do the top posts of today and essentially just go through and see what people are, thinking of the trailer, and also I'm sure there's going to be plenty of good memes and stuff like that. Before I do get into it, as always, I've got to give a big shout out to my partners at Glitch Energy. They're actually in the midst of essentially redoing their entire formula to be even healthier. They're removing their artificial flavoring, so all the flavoring is going to be coming from essentially fruit extracts and stuff. There's going to be no sugar, no artificial flavoring. They're getting somehow even healthier than they were, because that's why I signed with Glitch, because they're the healthiest energy drink out there, and they're now doubling down on that again. So I haven't got my hands on my own yet because the shipping to Australia always takes quite a while, but they are in the midst of doing that. If you guys want to check out Glitch Energy, there is links down in the description to the website, and if you find anything you fancy, you can use the code SAMMY at the checkout and get 25% off your order. But with that being said, let's set this to the top posts of today. And oh my god, we're already into the meme. The red container. I'll tell you what, just firstly, this isn't even part of the meme. The red theme actually looks so good for Battlefield, and I've I've only just noticed McKay hiding in the corner. Oh my god. This is, to anyone who doesn't understand this is just a reference to how many freaking shipping containers there are in this game. I swear there's more shipping containers than any other asset. There's more than probably blades of grass at this point. So obviously with the new map, we're getting a fair few more. And, yeah, I don't mind that meme. That's not a bad one. So here is a post of what we're actually getting. And again, I'll because I haven't actually done my own update video. I'm sure you guys already know, but if you haven't, you can pause and look through what we're getting here. Pretty happy with the season myself, personally. Obviously, we haven't got it, so I don't know if it's good until I play it. But everything I mentioned, the weapons, the map looks pretty cool. The specialist I don't really care for that much, but I'm also not against having another specialist. It doesn't really bother me. We're getting more weapons than we got last season. We're also getting the map remasters, I should say, or reworks. And then we're also, as you can see over here, we're getting a bunch of portal weapons as well added into Portal, which may potentially end up being added into All Out Warfare as well. We're getting a couple of vehicles, concussion grenades, and then we're also actually getting some portal weapons put into All Out Warfare. I think they've confirmed right at the start of the season we're going to have the M16 and the M60, and then I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the AKS-74U, the P90, and there was one other, maybe the M98B, the sniper from Bad Company 2, I think that was. I believe they're all getting added later in the season too. So this season, last season, we got one map, one specialist, 2 weapons, and obviously the battle pass and that kind of thing, and I guess 2 vehicles as well. This time we're actually, instead of getting 2 weapons, we're getting 3, brand new weapons plus 5 portal weapons, which I get that some people don't count that as new content. For me, I personally do. The M16 isn't in All Out Warfare, and then it's going to be added to that. To me, that counts as a new weapon just because I've used it in a previous game. That doesn't really matter, because then you could say the same that Battlefield 4 only had a handful of weapons because all the rest of them were in Battlefield 3, so it's not quite the same. I do consider them all essentially brand new weapons, and then we're also getting 2 reworked maps as well. So I actually think this season is, set up to be pretty decent. It is a little bit less content still than I think we all want. I think I would love to have 2 new maps instead of 1, obviously, but in terms of everything else, I think it's all, this is the same amount of content you would expect from Call of Duty and stuff. A normal Call of Duty season has, 4 weapons most of the time, and this season's technically getting 8, and even if you don't count the portal weapons, it's still 3, which is only 1 less than Call of Duty anyway. So I think everything else in the season is completely fine, and that's just up to scratch. The lack of maps is definitely a bit of a letdown, but I'm also not expecting more. And if they can even just get close to being as good as Exposure was, then for me personally, I'm happy with 1 per season if they're all that good. So that's my initial thoughts. Obviously, I thought I may as well chuck that in here because I haven't actually reacted to the trailer and all the news and stuff like that. But while I saw it there, I thought I may as well sort of give my thoughts on that. I'm going to read through some of the comments to just see what people's general reaction. Nothing seems so far like people saying good or bad. That's a good question. What exactly is Ripple Effect doing? Shouldn't we be getting more portal maps at some point? They have added the portal weapons, so they are doing something, but you'd think we would have got more portal maps. That's a very good question, actually. But yeah, the sentiment seems to be fairly positive. No one's having a big whinge, and also no one's really saying it's amazing. So it's kind of same as me. It's like, it's good. It all seems decent. Nothing's crazy, but it's better than last season. And last season, for me personally anyway, was decent. So I'm overall pretty happy so far. Obviously, we need to play it to actually make our minds up. But for me, looking at it so far, it all looks pretty decent. Breaking news, instead of banning his account, EA and DICE has implemented Andrew Tate into Battlefield 2042. I have seen this. Oh jeez. I hope he's not as much of a loser as Andrew Tate, to be honest. Ask DICE to remove tornadoes. DICE, best I can do is 2 tornadoes. Oh no. For those who don't know what that is, there is 2 tornadoes in the trailer, and I think it's essentially confirmed that now it's not going to happen every time, obviously, but now there can be 2 tornadoes at once, which is pretty mental. That might spice it up a little bit, because the tornadoes are cool. I think they look awesome when they come in, but they don't really affect the gameplay. But 2 at once would be pretty chaotic. I hope it doesn't affect performance too much, but if it runs well enough, having 2... I was actually talking to Sage on the podcast this morning. Having 2 coming from like the outside of the map and pushing everyone sort of in towards the middle would actually be pretty crazy. So interested to see how it goes, but it could work out being pretty fun, I'd say. Here's how Battlefield 2042's Arsenal would look if they'd ever add all Vault weapons and 0 new weapons. I feel like that is wrong, because I feel like there's way more than that. I could be wrong. That, like, even that would be amazing. Like, what is this? This is 22, I think. Maybe 24 now because of these ones. And I've just counted these, and there's 37 here. So that would put it well above 50. In fact, I think that would go over 60, because I'm pretty sure that's 24. So this is like the main thing. This and the server browser for me is the main thing that I want them to do. This is like free content. It is in the game already. I know it would need a bit of tweaking to fit into All Out Warfare, not only actually porting it in there, but they'd have to do some balancing and stuff like that, I'm sure. But to be able to take content that's already in the game and put it into the main game mode and take the weapon count from like 24 to 60, that to me sounds like an absolute no-brainer. So that's something I really hope that they do. It doesn't even have to be all of them. Put like, if there's 37 there, put like 20 in. Even that would be amazing. So it seems like they are going down that path, and obviously we're getting 5 this season. Maybe, like, it would be great to see next season maybe we can get 10, because I know that's a big jump, but they're already in the game. Maybe they can start to sort of ramp that up now. If we got even just still, you know, we got 3 new weapons this season, like brand new weapons. Even if they went back to 2 and they gave us 8 new portal weapons, that's 10 weapons per season. And again, I know some people don't count this as new content. When it comes to maps, I don't count the portal maps as new content. But when it comes to weapons, I do, because they do handle differently than the previous games. And like I said, if the P90 was in Battlefield 3, and then it's also in Battlefield 4, you don't say in Battlefield 4 that there's only 5 weapons, because all of them are in the previous game. They're all brand new weapons. They're all weapons that were just in the previous game. That doesn't make them not new. So for me, all of those would count as new weapons. And yeah, I would absolutely love to see that. Whether we get all of them, not really too sure. Pake at its peak. What is this going to be? I'm going to have to mute this, aren't I? Because I'm going to get a copyright strike. Oh my. I don't know if you guys can... This is like low quality. Hopefully you can see this in the video. But Pake needs a good old rework. I don't know what they were thinking with the like the changes to her ability. She was fine before. They removed the ability, like when you used it, you were on the minimap. That was good, because then there was like a consequence to being able to see everyone, and so it made it a bit like, yeah, there was risk and reward. Like you could see heaps of people, but then you were also spotted. Now they removed that, and now it just feels like that we've gone back to the start. So I don't know why they did that. Hopefully they just put it back to how it was. But at the same time, I may absolutely abuse Pake on the new map and try and get those spots and get the tier 1s again before they nerf her. Did anyone notice they used updated Battlefield 5 version of the theme at the end of the trailer? What? Is it? I think that's just the... Yeah, that's just the Battlefield theme. But it's cool. I did actually notice that in the trailer. I love that when they bring in the Battlefield theme, it kind of was missing in the launch of the game. Like, that gives me chills, I'm going to be honest. But I'm not sure that's the Battlefield 5. Like... Or I guess it is. I guess that's the first time we heard it, just like drums like that. So yeah, I don't know. definitely enjoyed it either way. Season 2 Battle Pass. Now, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I'm pretty sure this is leaked. This isn't meant to be out yet. I can't say how I know that, but this is not meant to be seen yet. I probably shouldn't be showing it off, but it's leaked. I didn't leak it, so who really gives a shit? It all looks decent. Again, this makes the Battle Pass look bad because it looks like this is all there is. Obviously, there's 100 tiers. This is not 100 tiers. This skin, it's kind of hard to tell. This is really blurry. That skin looks absolutely sick. This skin, which is, I guess, yeah, for Crawford, this looks sick. I very much like that skin. Too bad I probably will never ever use him once I've like tried him out. And then the rest of it, yeah, seems all pretty decent. Nothing stands out as like really, really good, but obviously we can't see the whole thing. So that's one thing that when the season drops, I'm always keen to actually jump in and just like take a genuine look at the Battle Pass and see what it's like. I hope it's slightly better than the last one. I don't think the Season 1 Battle Pass was bad, but it wasn't amazing either. And I hope they can try and just improve on that and give some more cool skins. These skins all look pretty sick, so I'm sure they've somewhat learned from Season 1, and hopefully they can keep improving each time. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for another Reddit reaction. Like I said, I think for me, in 4 days, probably 5 days for you guys, or by the time this goes up, maybe 4 days for you guys as well. That is when Season 2, I assume, starts. That's when the update happens. We don't know. Last time it was like a few days later when the season started, so not really sure, but the update will be out pretty soon. So once that actually drops, there'll be plenty of content on the new content in the game. I'll obviously do an update review, and then I'll probably do a couple of videos until I can get the stats on the actual new weapons. I won't be able to do the weapon breakdowns for them, so maybe what I'll do is just some like quick, I guess, less structured videos on the best loadouts for the new weapons and that kind of thing. And so yeah, there's definitely plenty of content. I'll probably do a video on the new specialist as well and how to use that guy. So yeah, plenty of content on the way. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of that content. But with that being said, guys, thank you all very much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you all out there on the battlefield.